Hey everybody, Brian Kinniry here, mortgage banker. I heard something on the radio. I've got to share it with you, and it's something that I think you'll appreciate with regard to mortgages and saving money and not getting fooled or sucked in by some of these religious organizations that try to prey on the faithful, really. And I don't like that. And I wanted to, explain to you what I heard and explain to you how not to get scammed by that. So here it is. I won't mention names, but this is I listened to this, religious radio station on occasion, and I heard their commercial, and I just thought, the way they're explaining it's not quite right. It's misleading to people. And so here's what it was. They're saying, look, come and do business with this particular company and get a loan, and we'll donate a portion of the proceeds to our shared values. Well, it sounds great in theory, but then they went on to say that it won't cost you as a consumer anything. It won't cost you anything. And I thought, that's not true at all. And that's why I want to share this video with you. Now, maybe they should have said, we won't charge you extra to donate to them or something like that. Because we won't put a special actual charge where it says here's your charity charge. They won't charge you. But when they say it won't cost you anything as a consumer, that's really not true. And here's why. Because there's something called opportunity cost. It's an economic term called opportunity cost. And what it basically means is a fancy way of saying that if you would have went somewhere else, you could have saved even more money. And so you would have been better off as a consumer, and the charity could have been better off as well if you decided to give to the charity. So let me give you a mathematical example, and I'll keep this short, and I'm going to do a second part video later to keep them both short. But let's say that it's very common, actually, that we see that other institutions charge like $2,000 more than we do on closing costs, for example. So let's say that you could go with my organization to get a loan, for example, and save $2,000. Well, let's say that other organization that I heard on the radio was going to only give let's say $100 to this charity. That may be too high. Maybe they're only going to give them $10. I don't know. They didn't say. But let's say they're only going to give them $100. Well, if you come and did business with me and I got the same product at the same service level or better, and I saved you $2,000, you could give $200 to this charity. So the charity's now better off. You're giving them twice as much. Okay, you give them $200 instead of $100, and you're $1,800 richer because you didn't have to spend it with this company. So that's a mathematical example. I hope that makes sense to you. And if you're ever in doubt of this, and you think of this when you hear this on the radio in the future, and you think, oh, this is great, I want to do this, just remember this video. I hope you saw it or share it with someone, and come and give me a quote, and I'll actually prove it to you and see if it's the case. I hope it is, because we like to have both you and the charity be better off. So thanks for listening, and I'll stay tuned for part 2. I'll explain something else. Thanks.